What up, Starseeds, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday, a weekly feature where we do a channeled guided meditation for the upcoming week. Now, today is a particularly significant day in terms of numerology. It's February 2nd, 2022, so that is 222022. Lots of twos. So this is very significant in terms of numerology and the vibration of the number 2. So it is not that much of a time-sensitive video since this whole month we're in the vibration of 2, but I would suggest doing this video sometime within the next week. Now, I just wanted to show off my new little mug that I have. I'm very excited about it. All right, so let's get started. So before I started this video, I consulted 2 of my oracle decks. One was the Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray, to pull a card to see what energy would like to come through to help with today's energies or with today's meditation. And then the second card was from a deck called Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle by Lon, L-O-N, to see what vibrational frequency we will be working with today. So these are the cards that we pulled for today's video. We have Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. And then we have Magic. And check out the number on Magic, 31, 3 plus 1 is 4. So, 2 plus 2 is 4. So more 2s all around for this 222 portal. And I want to take a quick second to read from the book about Mercury and his energy. So Mercury is the Roman god of messages and communication. It's the same healing wand that Archangel Raphael is known to carry, which is also a symbol for, it's the medical staff as well, which is interesting. As well as overseeing communication, he oversees the planet Mercury. When this goes retrograde, which means it appears to go backwards when seen from the Earth, communication can be delayed or difficult. We can call on Mercury for help with loving, honest, and open conversations, divination, and any form of expressive art, such as writing, poetry, and journalism. He can also help us heal miscommunications that have caused distress. So extended message, open all levels of communication now. Important messages, information, and insights are being shared. You may hear from an old friend or family member or have an opportunity to finally understand a loved one you've not had an easy time with. You may be able to clarify situations where you feel you weren't heard properly or were misunderstood. Get things off your chest in a loving way so that you can clear all the roads to love in your life. Listen to. Communication is a two-way street. Mercury is here now to allow you to hear clearly and be heard. And then the next card is Magic. Just check out the colors and energies on this one. Whew. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Now, the description in the book for this is pretty long, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I just wanted to read this line in particular. If we haven't seen something before or we were never taught that something could exist, then it must be magic if we clearly experience or observe it. Magic could be described as the explanation we give for something we perceive as real, even though science has not been able to prove or explain it yet, and our mind struggles to accept it. What is clear is that magic requires a deep and unwavering intent and conviction on the part of the magician. Changing our reality starts with a deeply rooted belief that we can. When we are deeply connected to ourselves and to Source, our presence is without a doubt. This solid connection is the secret power of all great sorcerers and wizards who, based on their conviction, intention, and trust, are able to perform great magic. And then it just goes on to talk about the colors of purple and the third eye chakra, crown chakra. Beautiful. So, these are really, really powerful cards to be pulling this week, just with everything that's been going on in the world, and people starting to get more comfortable speaking their truth, situations and opportunities arising where we learn how to sit down at the table with people who oppose our views or have different views than us, how to have conscious communication, discussions, etc. And the power of believing that when people come together and the frequency of hope and change, that change is possible, alchemy is possible here. That is my interpretation of these cards. Now, we are going to go ahead and start the music and get ready for the meditation. So I invite you to just get yourself into a comfortable position, either staying seated or lying down, putting your phone or computer next to you, getting really comfortable, settling in. You're just focusing on the sound of my voice. And together we're going to take a few deep breaths, breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and out. Once more, breathing in and exhale, release. You can continue to breathe at your regular pace of breathing, feeling the rise and fall of your chest, relaxing the jaw, removing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, allowing the physical body to surrender to the sound of my voice. And as you continue to follow your breath, note that we are sending you warm purple ray light, activating your field, activating your cellular memory, ready to shift anything that is ready to shift now, transmuting it into the white light of the Holy Spirit, allowing the violet ray to go where it needs to go, heal what it needs to heal. I want you to imagine that you are slowly and gently beginning to lift up out of your physical body, completely grounded and protected, the golden seal of Archangel Michael, and continuing to go higher and higher through your ceiling, above the roof, into the night sky, going up in between the clouds, taking a look at the stars, feeling a warm breeze. As you continue to move higher and higher, you realize now that you have left the earth and you are floating in the galaxy, right beside the stars. This warm purple glow continues to float around you as you connect to the frequency of magic, your ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as you can imagine. That your belief is the gas that fuels this tank of change and pivot. Allowing yourself to step into this power, into your personal power, sovereignty. We connect with the energy of Mercury now. The planet, yes, but also the energy of the god Mercury. Strong, balanced, divine, masculine. He uses his staff, the medical staff, and he just gently touches your throat, activating that throat chakra, allowing you to step into this power of speaking your authentic truth, using your throat chakra for good, for the benefit of all beings, and using this throat chakra in balance of the frequency of divine love from which you came, speaking your truth with kindness. We connect you as well with the frequency of being able to have difficult conversations with those who oppose your views. And we allow for the frequency of perspective, growth, humility to trickle down into your energetic awareness, helping to heal anything that is ready to be healed today in terms of miscommunications with others. We bring healing to these connections. We bring the frequency of love to these connections. And we ask that if these connections are no longer serving the highest good at this moment in time, that we are ready to release them for now if that is so needed, if that is what is for the best. But if there is still an opportunity to grow and expand and repair, we ask for this frequency as well. We recognize that everyone listening to this meditation has a completely different experience, nuanced situation in which they might be involved in. And we ask for the highest good of all involved, no matter the circumstance. We repair with love, and we also release with love. Whatever is needed, we allow. And you notice that your energetic field begins to light up with this violet light, and that it actually also begins to twinkle softly as you have taken or received rather some of the stardust here, the frequencies of the stardust, for you are stardust. You will return to stardust, and you are also working with stardust right now. Think of this as an energetic higher perspective. We are all energetically woven into the same fabric of the universe, the twinkling of each star, the grain of each sand, the whooshing of each wave and gust of wind, the lick of each flame of fire, each inhale and exhale, each heartbeat, electric pulses through the body. We are all one. And as we continue to navigate this human experience and this shift in consciousness of humanity, we ask for grace and ease, compassion, humility, and growth. We ask for all of these things to be in our fields and awareness and realities to help us better navigate this current transition. To give us the gift of communication from Mercury himself, the gift of understanding, the gift of compassion, that we are worthy of being heard, even if we are not perceived in the way we intend. We are worthy of being heard. Just as we are worthy, or they are worthy of us listening, we are worthy of being heard. And we recognize and tap into this frequency now. And as we get ready to shift and transition into this sacred 2222 portal, we connect with the frequency of 2, the frequency of unity, the frequency of love and light and healing, the frequency of play and fun, joy and laughter. And we allow these things to come into our awareness now. I want you to picture a golden door in front of you, and you reach your sacred palm out, turning that doorknob. There is a giant golden 2 on the door. 2s are all over the archway. When you are ready, gently open that door and move through the arches into this new frequency, this opportunity that this portal is presenting us with. See the door gently close behind you, and you are now standing, or floating rather, in an endless sea of possibilities, a galactic sea of possibilities, still amongst the twinkling stars, the energy of magic and Mercury with you. Seeing that change is possible, unity is possible, and standing strong while whatever no longer serves, no longer resonates, continues to vibrate out of this existence. We thank the frequency of magic for coming through today for this meditation, and we thank Mercury for coming through as well with that sacred throat chakra healing, but also with the communication frequencies, sacred listening frequencies. We thank you. to slowly start to float back down through the stars, back to planet Earth. Take your time, no rush. Just a gentle descent, coming back to Earth, floating between those clouds again, over your country, back down to your city or town, through the roof, through your ceiling, back into your room, and finally back down into your physical body. We're going to breathe in together, and as we exhale, we will come back fully into the body. Allowing yourself a moment to just get grounded here, grounding down to the feet, to the toes and in between the toes, rooted at the ankles, root chakra, really pulling yourself back in like a golden anchor to your sacred physical vessel. Just take a moment here to notice how you feel now versus when you started the meditation. And when you are ready, I invite you to gently wiggle your fingers, toes, opening your eyes, and coming back to a seated position if you were lying down. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here and doing this meditation this week. Very, very powerful galactic meditation. If you enjoyed this meditation, if you made it this far, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, share. I always love hearing from you and your experiences when you do these meditations. And I will see you back here next week for the next Wellness Wednesday segment. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Namaste. Ciao.